Pisces, welcome back. You are in an interesting connection. I always say that for all couples because every couple is unique. Pisces, what makes this situation unique is that there is potential for you all to work this out. I want to say that first and foremost because oftentimes that's what people want to know. Is it going to work out? Are we done? There's potential for you to work through this. It's been a challenging thing though, and there has been some suspicion. And I feel like the suspicion, Pisces, has been on your part. You've been suspicious about third-party stuff on the part of the person that you're dealing with. If that sounds like what you're working through, stay on. We're going to do this. I'm going to talk to you about what is on the table here. If that's not what you're going through and you are in a loving, harmonious situation, I'll see you next week. I don't even want to put anything in your mind, okay? This relationship is going through something challenging, but this feels like potentially in the energy right now, this possibly can be worked out. Okay, so the first card that I have out here is benefit of the doubt, Pisces, okay? And it says, give your relationship a chance. So that is the theme of this relationship stage you're in right now, is trust. If you feel like your relationship is having a tower, it's because it's trying to help you all decide if you can really go to the next level together or if this is going to be over. It's like the natural relationship tests that happen, that some relationships crumble and they find that they can't go to the next level because of the test or the challenge. It just seems like you're going through that right now. Love language, physical touch is a thing in this connection. And it says a tender touch means so much. This gives me the vibe right now, Pisces, that someone is missing someone in this connection. And it could be you missing your other person. I do feel that. Or it could also be that person missing you. Now, this is a really important one for me as it relates to the cards that are out here. And that is love language, quality time. Be the witness to each other's lives, okay? So, Pisces, I feel like you have been suspicious of a third party because the person that you have been dealing with has been spending a lot of time in other places, doing other things. And I know that's a short version of it because every relationship is unique and different. And when you're in it, it looks like something different. But from a bird's eye view on what's coming to me right now, it really is, I'm wanting more quality time. And if you're not giving me that quality time, I'm curious to know what it is that you're doing. Who are you giving your what it is that you're doing? Who are you giving your quality time to? That's what I feel with these cards. Quality time is really important to you, Pisces, or it could be this other person too. Switch around the energy. Sometimes we become enmeshed with our connection. So you know what to do with that. There's a placement out here for the connection if you're new to these love readings that I do. There's a connection out here, Pisces, for what's happening with you and how you are moving. And then there's a placement for the person that you are dealing with at this time, okay? All right. So I'm just going to keep it real with you. This relationship feels like it has a strong foundation. So I could be talking to a couple that is married or recently married, okay? That is a very specific message for a couple of you, but I say that because there's this counterpart here. There are two energies that are of King and Queen energy. So there's the Queen of Pentacles, who is really good about being a nurturer or provider. This also just represents a good catch in tarot for me as a reader. And then there's the King of Swords, someone who knows how to bring things to completion, a great decision maker, someone who likes logic and truth. And so when it comes to these two folks, whoever you're dealing with, it feels like there's a wonderful connection here. There's potential here, okay? Now, when it comes to where this connection is kind of taking a turn, Pisces, is that we have Justice out here, the Ten of Cups that you all either have or could have with each other, and then the Two of Pentacles. So this feels like someone is trying to balance okay? The love, the wonderful life together, another balancing kind of two energy. This is the ultimate balance card right here. It just kind of feels like someone, or in this in this relationship, in this connection, is kind of hanging in the balance. Like it's challenging right now to balance all of what it means to be in romance and in love, and to also be someone, or the two of you, who are also building some type of legacy here too. It feels like work has been getting in the way for you or this other person, okay? But with these cards on the table, I will just be honest with you, Pisces. This reminds me of kind of like that traditional, normal, common relationship stuff that couples go through, where you're going to a new stage of life and there's a new style of balance to keep this love intact. We have to reconfigure how we express our superpowers in the connection, and it's not feeling real cool. It's not smooth for us right now. I'm not feeling you. You're not feeling me. Don't look at me. You know, it just kind of feels like that's a natural thing that is happening. But it also feels like this is something that can be worked through. I do feel like I am talking to a couple that is married or engaged for sure. Okay, that there is there's something about this that feels kind of solid right now. Okay, and there are some connections here that are apart for sure, because I'm seeing that here, so I'll speak to that in a moment. Beneath the deck for the energy of this connection is the Three of Cups. So a couple of things are coming up here. Someone probably has good friends, sisters, bros, the frat, you know, different people in their ear about this connection, okay? And it's not helping at all. Another thing that this feels like for me too is that this feels like that energy of the suspicion of a third party. Like, you know, you're spending your time away, you say you're doing all of this work, but you sure you're not just giving your love to someone else. Who is this other person? That's what that feels like. But again, I asked God, angel, spirit guides directly, is this person cheating? And I got a no card. Okay, that does not mean that someone in this world that's watching this who identifies as Pisces is not going through third party. But it really does feel like the theme here that spirit wants to communicate is kind of in this, give this relationship a chance. Now I'm coming over to you, okay? So Pisces, the first cards that popped out for you is I hide behind material things. I feel you leaving me behind, and it was in reverse. This feels like suspicion. You feel the withdrawal of energy, of romance. There's been a shift in some way, and it's kind of upside down, where it's not that you're not feeling that, but I think the source or the why is a little bit more lateral from being in alignment with the truth. You just got to, you know, spend some time asking the right questions to get the clarity about why the distance has happened, because it's different from what you think or what you are suspecting. Just being near you is intoxicating. So this person that you are dealing with, this love language of physical touch is powerful. This person, you know, sets your soul on fire, you know, and you can read between the lines. Like, you all have a connection that you really enjoy, especially for the new couples that I'm speaking to, because there is a vibe that there's a newness here too, with all the romancing that's been going on. If you've been dating for a long time, it's like a reawakened energy that has happened again with romance. And then it says, I hope you can forgive me one day. Pisces, I feel like because of this shift or the suspicion of a third party, or maybe hearing something from someone, because I have the Eight of Wands here, which is, and then it came out to confirm my Knight of Cups. So it feels like you got probably some information from someone that stirred up your suspicion, okay, about what's happening with the person that you were dealing with. And it feels like over the course of time, you came through with your words. You wanted to get some clarity. You were seeking truth. This is a suspicion card in the tarot for you right now, how I'm reading it, because I think what's coming up for you in the relationship dynamic is either you are the queen or the king of the queen or the king. You're either one of these, but how you're showing up is different. It's different from, it's not a match. What I'm trying to say is that it's not mirrored. Okay, this is a whole different energy than these two that are showing up in the connection, working together in a partnership. So something about you, how you just recently showed up to confront this, it seems like it felt sharp and suspicious, maybe sharp, suspicious communication. And as a matter of fact, Pisces, you probably asked for this connection to be over, okay? Now that's kind of the extreme on the spectrum of what's been happening. For some of you, you just wanted to have a new opportunity to kind of level, to talk about this thing. You're looking for a new beginning. You're trying to communicate, how do we get on the same page? How do we transform and get to a place where this connection can make sense for us? But then there's a sense of tower, and then there's the sense of loss that you're working through too. So it kind of feels like maybe you initiated a separation, or for you to go your separate ways, and you're feeling it deeply because of this. I asked God, angel, spirit guides to confirm the tower for me, and it was related to you wanting to have, what it is that you want. And you felt like, Pisces, this is you in the tarot for me as a reader. And so you wanted to be balanced. You wanted to be back into a place in your life where you felt whole. Okay. And then I confirmed this energy with the 5 of Swords. So that is that communication that kind of felt maybe a little bit nasty, maybe a little bit painful. So it's sword energy out here, which is painful communication, direct but painful. Maybe trying to get a point across, but doing it in a way that we're not able to possibly recover from the words that are being said, harsh words. For the 5 of Cups, I confirmed it with the Sun, and the Sun is in reverse, okay? So it feels like right now you're working through a challenging time. It's kind of challenging for you right now, and you are not exactly in a place where you are feeling like your happy, joyful, loving self. Beneath the deck is the 3 of Pentacles. That kind of feels like community. Maybe you are connected to a community, and maybe they're supporting you at this time. But if you have people around you that are adding things to the fire, this is coming up really strong. I want you to, I would encourage you, my lovely Pisces, to really assess their intentions, okay? Because it does not feel like this person, I'm going to be honest with you, it doesn't feel like this person has negative or harmful intentions at all. It just feels like a misunderstanding in some way. In some way, I'm just going to leave it there, because I know some people looking at me like, you don't understand. Let me tell you what she did, okay? Let me tell you what he did. I get it, but let me just get to the cards. The first card out, I regret lying to you, okay? Another card that pops out is, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. And let me tell you about Spirit, God, when they want a message across, it comes out, because one of their tarot cards came out is the direct correlation to that language. There's worry here. I hid who I really am from you. I will wait for a sign from you. I'm going to keep it funky with you. That's what we used to say growing up. I'm going to keep it funky with you. Okay? It seems like this person was really trying to do everything they could to show you that they could be the person that you wanted them to be. Switch around the energies if it's vice versa. You know which role you played, but it feels like this person really wanted to show up to grant you your material needs, to make sure that you have, the home, the finances, be the provider, to help you stay in that lifestyle that you desire and deserve. And it became too much for them with the 10 of Wands. So right now there is a sense of separation. Some of you, you're literally probably not speaking right now because this person is needing to take a beat, okay? And it feels like right now, while this person is away, it's giving them space to really think about how to have an honest conversation about what they can do and what they can't do. It just feels like they're trying to figure out how to stand in their own truth, okay? So there's some separation here for some of you. For those of you where you are in a real connection, a real couple, there's distance in the home. You know, it feels like you're probably, you know, this person comes into the family room to watch an episode of Friends, and you get up and you go onto the patio. You know, it just kind of feels like a little bit of separation right now. But the separation for this person is because they want to recover from these harsh words. There was challenging communication, painful things that came out. It kind of feels like somebody was told, like, you, in other words, you might not be the best for me. You need to be getting up doing this. Why aren't you this way? It just feels like a truth coming out, but in a way that I don't think, Pisces, if this was you with the words, I don't think you were able to forecast the real impact that it would have on this person, because this person really trusts you. They really like you. And so you really do have an impact on how they view life. They trust you quite a bit, it feels like. So then we also have the Six of Pentacles here, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles here, okay? Trying to, you know, do their part, the give and take. Then we have the Lovers here. So in this time of separation, they're really trying to decide, the thought is here. They're thinking a lot about this connection. Is this connection healthy for me? Will it make it, these are, for me, two interesting fours. Four, solid, foundation, structure, systems, sometimes family. So these are 2-4 energies. You know, what will I have to give? Am I willing to give this resource, this style of being? Am I willing to give of myself for this connection? Is it going to be really worth it, kind of thing? It just feels like they're thinking about, for this connection to work, what do I really have to sacrifice? What do I really have to give for this to be a thing with us? So in this space of being quiet, they're just processing. They're processing quite a bit. But as I said earlier, it was hard. This connection was hard. I feel like earlier when I shared with you the Two of Pentacles that showed up in the connection, it's this person. It's like managing the love and then also trying to keep the wheel turning on the money, the finances, to show up as a partner to a certain standard. And then, you know, the romance, though, they really want to show you that they want to romance you and connect with you. It feels like a genuine energy, but there is a vibe here that this person wants to be free. They want to be free. But let me tell you something, but beneath this deck, underneath this card, it was the Six of Swords, but it popped out in reverse. So it doesn't feel like this person has made the decision to move on. They're just kind of in this standstill energy because I think they're in love with you. I think they want this to work. And I don't know if I shared this earlier, but it says beneath the deck for them, I will wait for a sign from you. And then beneath this, so many things remind me of you. So for those of you where it's just kind of like this weird energy, it feels like there possibly is room to rectify this. If you still want it, Pisces, if you're still into it, because I know, Pisces, once you're over something, you're over it. You are really one of those signs that is incredibly intuitive, and you know your worth. We can all take a lesson out of the pages out of your book. You really understand self-worth. And so that's kind of what the energy is. I'm going to get some archangel messages out here for you. And then, Pisces, I will stop running my mouth and let you have the rest of your day, afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are when you're watching this. God, angel, spirit guides, final messages for Pisces here. Okay. It says, pay attention to your dreams. Okay. Something is trying to come through for you. The prayer for this. Thank you for tucking me into bed tonight and helping me enjoy a wonderfully restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my dreams as my teacher, guide, and healer. Please allow me to understand whatever is going on. There's like a blank here. It's wanting you to fill in the blank. Please help me to understand the nature of this relationship. Please help me to understand what it is that I need to see that I'm unable to see. Whatever you want to fill in the blank with. So I'll go back. Please allow me to understand this blank on a spiritual level and give me guidance. Okay, that's the first one that popped out. The next one that popped out is write about your thoughts and your feelings. Thank you for helping me tap into my God-given creativity and wisdom so I clearly, express myself and glean insight, blessings, and healing. That's very beautiful. It's more of an affirmation there. Free will, divine choice. Okay, it's totally up to you. You have a lot of power in this connection, Pisces. I love you. I love you. I love you. I wish you luck in your journey, and I hope I get to see you next week. Take care. Bye.